of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Wind that makes the tall trees bend into leaning. Suddenly the raindrops that fall have a meaning. Sprinkling the sea makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It would sure be nice to be back at home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time be my friend. Let me start again. Suddenly my world's gone and changed its face, but I still know where I'm going. I have had my mind spun around in space, and yet I've watched it growing. Oh, if you're listening, gone, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe in things that we see. Tell us, should we run away? Should we try and stay? Or would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world might be our fantasy, but it's taught me to love. So it's real, real to me, and I've learned that we must look inside our hearts to find a world full of love, like yours, like mine, like
Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto. This is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina. This is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 301. 301 episodes of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. No. 300 episodes of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And 301 or one episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina.
Yay, it's official.
I'm your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown, joined as always by the greatest co-host in all the galaxy, the one, the only,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's nice to be back on air on a Sunday, since last week it was Saturday. So if you missed us last week, we're back at regular timing.
We're back. 301 episodes. Look at us. Look at us roll around. Thomas is here. What's up? It's Sunday Fun Day.
Yes, it is.
You got that right, Thomas. And it's also a very special day. Prince Jefferson Santos says, enjoying the show all the way from the Philippines. Hello.
Oh.
Welcome. It's Groundhog Day.
It is.
It's Groundhog Day in Canada and the U.S. And who else celebrates Groundhog Day? Do other places celebrate Groundhog Day?
Maybe.
Europe.
Yeah, I feel like
do
Europe
Do
would.
Europeans do it? Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like they would.
I thought it originated in Russia.
Is that really true?
Oh.
Wow.
Let's
You know what? She would know. You know why she would know? So
Yeah.
for people who don't know, so obviously our guest today, if you've watched the title, it is
Dana Beddoe.
It's Dana Beddoe.
Woo,
No stranger to the show. But we talked about this
On Christmas.
on her last appearance.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was actually going to happen, but I'm glad it did. It is Groundhog Day, so please welcome our resident groundhog, Don Valley Dana. Hello.
Hello! What noises do a groundhog make?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually heard what they do.
Well, keep in mind the mayor of
Wyerton?
is the only one who can speak groundhog.
Yeah, so he would know.
Really?
Apparently, it's
apparently.
like groundhog knees. Groundhog knees.
Yeah, Regine was we were looking some stuff up before
Yeah.
the show, and apparently in Wyerton, Ontario, where Wyerton Willie lives, they bring him up to his ear, the mayor, and then he
Okay.
listens, and then they speak into his ear, and he tells them if there's going to be more winter or not. Yeah.
So, Don Valley Dana, did you
Yes.
see your shadow at 8 a.m. this
Yeah.
morning?
So I did not.
Okay, good. That's good.
That's good news. It's going to be sunny soon, Looking forward to it because it's chilly outside.
So cold. It's like minus 28 this morning.
Yeah. So that's good. So Don Valley. We decided we had to pick a one that starts with D, and we're
In the Toronto area,
the area is
so it
Don
makes
Valley.
sense.
So Don Valley Dana did
Oh,
not
yeah.
see her shadow. And I think is
Spread
that
the
accurate?
word.
Yeah. Did
Let's see.
what did Wyerton Willie see?
Wyerton Willie.
Bring it up on your device.
Is the ceremony over?
Yeah, it happens at 8 a.m.
You should know. You were there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it
I just
says-
couldn't see. I was far back in the crowd.
Of course.
It's hard to get lost.
Yes.
Humans are so tall.
So tall.
Honestly.
You're over there in the cave.
Yeah, I was in my own little hole.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Yep. Couldn't really see much from my angle. But
That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
That's fair. So Wyerton Mayor Jay Kirkland,
Yep.
who again is the only person who can speak groundhog, put his ear to the box that Wyerton Willie was in and announced Willie's prediction of an early spring.
what do you
Wow,
know?
look at that.
What do you know?
Willie didn't see his shadow. We will have an early spring.
So Wyerton Willie and Don Valley Dana are both in agreement.
Yep.
However,
No conflict.
Nova Scotia beloved celebrity groundhog predicted a long winter ahead.
Yeah. His name is
Her name-
her name? Oh,
is Sam.
Shubenacadie Sam.
Wow. These are all very creative.
Yeah. And then there's and then in what's the Quebec one? Something La Marmotte. Fred La Marmotte. And then in the US they have
Wow.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That is so funny. I like that.
So
Very
Fred made a prediction of also a longer winter.
cute. Oh, no.
Okay, well bottom line. all right?
Ontario is going to have a
Yep.
soon spring.
Yeah, we're different places, you know.
Exactly. The sun hits us differently,
Look.
you know.
We do hard hitting, fact based news on this show. People come here to get the facts, and if
Yep.
our Don Valley Dana
Tells us we're getting
says
spring
we're getting
soon.
spring soon,
I'ma
we're
take
getting
it.
spring soon. All right, you take that to the bank, right? Right.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
I love that.
Thomas says, "Don't get stuck in a loop, kids, or you're trapped forever." Good point. That's from the movie Groundhog Day. That's what happens. Have you seen Groundhog Day? Have you seen Groundhog Day?
No.
Really good movie. Bill Murray
I
stars.
like Bill Murray.
Yeah, you'd like the movie. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Is that the guy that was in Ghostbusters?
He was at a Ghostbusters. He used to be on Saturday Night Live. He was on many great films through the 70s and 80s and 90s and
in
now
2000s.
and 2010s.
And keep on going.
And keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. In that movie, it's Groundhog Day. The storyline is that he goes to this town. I think he's a news reporter, although I don't remember that well now. But he ends up Groundhog Day, and then he wakes up the next morning, and it's the same day as yesterday, but only he remembers it.
Very intriguing.
And every day, and he's stuck. He doesn't know how to get out of it. Yeah, that's the movie about.
Well, you know what's not Groundhog Day is when we get food delivered
Oh,
randomly
yeah, we should probably talk
on
about
our
that.
show.
Yes. So Don Valley Dana came.
With sustenance.
With sustenance,
Yeah.
yes. Ariel himself from La Caille Cucina, who, if you haven't seen our episode on La Caille Cucina,
We'll
you
put the
should go
link
watch
down
it.
below after this.
We will do that. He brought us food.
He came
food.
down the stairs to our studio and was like, surprise!
We were literally doing sound check, and I'm like, who's that?
Right? I'm like,
And-
Dana, who'd you bring?
And it was him.
I
So,
thought it was your mom at first.
so we got a variety of things here. Let's see. Thomas says, feel like I've seen that woman before, but I don't know what sit down it was. It was a few episodes ago you were here.
Yeah, you were on Christmas special.
Yeah.
Christmas special.
December 22nd.
Oh, there you go.
Wow,
I
she's
think-
good.
There you go, Thomas. Yeah, I think that sounds right to me. And she's been on before that as well.
Many,
She's no
many
stranger to the
times.
show. No stranger to the show.
How many times has she been on the show?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, me
but,
too. It's been a lot.
But
More than
Maybe 5.
4 or 5.
yeah.
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah.
5.
The raffle thing, he says. Did you do a raffle episode?
We did games. There's the game where you punch through the
Yeah, that was
cup.
Christmas.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Yeah. That's kind of a raffle.
Thomas, if you go through our playlist of the sit down, you'll be able to find
She's
her
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, so
Dana Beddoe.
Dana Beddoe, there you go. So what stuff do we have here?
So Ariel, like we said, came running down the stairs with bags of goodies.
Leaping out of a hole like a groundhog.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our
I mean, he
dens
had
are
his camo,
close.
so it works.
It works
He
perfect.
So he came bearing 4 amazing treats here.
Yep.
Scott, you can go first. So
Do you know what I have?
I think so.
Okay. So check out this.
So he has
feast.
a vegetable, because Scott is vegetarian.
I am
It's a
vegetarian.
vegetarian fried rice
Oh, it smells
with
so good.
obviously the mixed veggies, and he made you a jackfruit adobo.
Jackfruit adobo. So for people who don't know Filipino food so well, chicken adobo is a very popular dish. But again, if you're a vegetarian, the
What
chicken.
did you have last time? You had
He brought
mushroom adobo.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this is like jackfruit flavored in the
not
style
flavored, cooked in adobo sauce.
cooked in adobo sauce. Then it would also be okay.
Not
Yeah.
flavored, it's cooked in.
Fair enough. So it tastes delicious, and jackfruit is a very popular thing for vegetarians as a get that texture, that feel of meat, and oh yeah. I love food episodes. All right, Regine, what do you got?
Okay, so I got it looks like the same thing, vegetable fried rice and
Is that a fish?
I don't know if yeah, there you go. And bangos, so milkfish.
Milkfish.
And all the sauces to
Yum,
go
yum.
with it.
Yum, yum, yum.
Dana, do you want to do yours?
Yes.
What did you get, Dana?
Is this the
Longanisa.
longanisa?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me put it up. We got
So-
some cucumbers, lots of vegetables, tomatoes, rice, of course, and
The
Yeah.
longanisa. So that
Longanisa.
is like
Yeah, what is
cured
it?
meat, cured
Oh,
pork.
that's what longanisa is? I never actually knew.
It's like our sausage of the Philippines.
so tasty, very tasty.
Oh, wait, is it the tiny sausages?
Not tiny. They're like chubby.
They're like
Yeah.
balls.
They're like chubby.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love those. My Lola would make those. I didn't realize that was longanisa.
And then we also have Filipinos love pork. So we have a whole platter of lechon kawale and
Yummy.
fried or garlic rice and vegetables. And I'm going to steal one from your dad. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Delicious.
Very tasty.
Sophia Q in the chat says, Dana's back, and she's wearing a groundhog onesie.
It's Groundhog Day.
That's right. That's right.
So this is my attire for the festive occasion.
It's so fitting. It's fantastic. Faye Danine de Guzman says, adobo is love. Hi from the Philippines. Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Well, we should probably sample this food. I think.
Oh, yeah.
already did.
Oh, you did?
I'm ready.
Okay. So let's see. What are you having? What are you having first?
I guess.
Dana,
I'll
do you
have
want
a
to pass this to your dad?
Yes.
Please.
I'm going to try this. This
try the
jackfruit
jackfruit.
adobo. And should I have it with a little bit of rice? Or
Of
not?
course. So try it on its own first.
Okay, so you can see here it's a slice of jackfruit, but it's flavored like adobo. One of the mics. All right,
We all stopped what we were doing.
all right. Dana's eating. Yep, got that one. Yep. How is it? Delicious.
So yummy.
All right, I'm going in for the adobo.
You want a fork?
Really hits the spot.
Oh man, the flavor is so good. I remember.
Why are you screaming? You like it that much?
I'm excited. It's taking me right back to our Lakai episode when he brought the mushroom adobo out. I tried it, and when you first take that bite, the flavors just wash over your whole mouth like a wave of taste.
A soy sauce and vinegar.
Sure, it's delicious though. Oh man, it's wonderful. Shout out once again to Lakai Cucina, located at Victoria Park and Lawrence in Trana.
Ellesmere.
Oh, sorry, Victoria Park and Ellesmere in Trana. And the new
second
location
is opening soon.
opening soon, probably within a month or so.
This is so good.
That's at Wellesley and Parliament, downtown Toronto.
Thank you, Dana and family.
Yes.
For the surprise.
Enjoy.
So there'll be no more talking for this episode.
We're all just gonna. This is actually a mukbang now.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna be sitting and feasting. This is so nice.
What I do want to say is I appreciate Dana and your family so much because, yes, you do bring us food every time you're on the show. But I love that you always support local Filipino businesses.
of course, you know
Like you when you first brought those the breads,
the bunch.
those were amazing. We had bao buns from Bao Mama. Like I love that you guys are so supportive of the Filipino community
It's
and
good
businesses.
food, of course. You know, have to support locally.
What is your favorite Filipino food?
I like sinigang, and my mom makes it really well.
What
So
what protein of choice for sinigang?
I like beef because I feel like with chicken, I don't know, something about it. Just beef like tastes better, more flavorful, in my opinion.
Nice. I like pork.
Which one is sinigang?
It's a sour soup.
Oh,
I like it with fish or with pork.
Yeah?
Those are good.
Steve B in the chat says, "Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the food, Steve.
Delicious."
Your favorite Filipino food? Sinigang was a good choice.
My favorite Filipino food. You know, adobo is up there.
It's
What I-
classic.
Yeah, but I also like those sausages that you just, what is it called again?
Longanisa.
Longanisa. I didn't realize that that's what that was called.
Ooh, there's-
But I remember I always just look forward to that. My Lola would make it, and I would come home. She'd make it for me.
Nice.
And although I haven't had it in a long time because
Do you want one right now?
I'm a vegetarian now,
But
but it was delicious.
but it's your favorite.
But was that my favorite Filipino food? It might be. I don't know. There's a lot. It all depends on like what I feel like eating. Adobo is really good though. Like this flavor is washing over me like an ocean of taste buds. And I'll pick adobo for now. Maybe I'll pick jackfruit adobo since that's what I can eat now.
Or do you like the mushroom adobo between the two?
The flavors are the same. Maybe the jackfruit because it's a bit more hearty. The actual fruit.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Regine?
It's a trick question. I like Filipino food. I would say if I could, it'd be like any type of pancit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different styles, but I do like all of them. It's okay. We'll clean it up after. What else? I like beef steak. It's like the thinly sliced beef with like caramelized onions on top.
Well,
That's good.
That sounds good.
Oh, I like toron. Toron's like a deep fried banana in like a
Lumpia wrapper.
wrapper, like a wrapper. It's kind of like an egg roll type wrap, like a spring roll type wrapper with a banana inside, and it's very sweet and
And it
delicious.
usually has jackfruit in it.
Really? I don't think I've ever had that before. Oh. Sophia Q says, Dana, You're so inspiring with supporting small businesses.
You are.
And feeding people, lol.
Yeah. It's two birds, one stone.
Two birds, one stone.
And you get to eat.
Appreciate it.
I definitely support the feeding people part.
I mean, I'm getting fed too, so
True that.
I agree.
Yeah. It's delicious. It's good stuff.
It's so good. So,
Yeah.
sorry, I just wanted to say, so if you're wondering why we're all a little tired today,
Oh, I was going to bring up the exact same thing. So we're on the
shout
same
out
wavelength.
to Chelsea Starr. Happy birthday.
Chelsea Starr.
She turned 18 this last month and celebrated her debut yesterday.
Yeah, and we were all three of us were there.
We were all there.
Yep. You were not dressed as a groundhog yesterday, though.
Yes, she
No, I was in formal attire.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I was in formal attire too, actually.
I think you were the most dressed up person there besides Chelsea and her family.
I was.
You were looking very snazzy.
I was full out tux. So I was one of the MCs. So I wanted to make sure. So the dress code was black with the option of gold accessories. Mm-hmm. And so I had my tux. I'm like, that's black. And then I tracked down a gold bow tie. Actually, it wasn't straight gold. It was gold and black, like with black and gold pattern. And then a matching pattern pocket square. And then it came with this little flower thing.
A lapel.
I guess it's a lapel, yeah. And or is it called a lapel or is it like
A lapel pin.
Yeah, that's probably right. And it came with the same pattern cufflinks. So I was very accessoried.
Dapper.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was a great event.
It was. I like how they did the videos of her life, like different stages of her life. I was going to ask Dana, how old are you?
16.
Are you going to have a debut?
Maybe. I feel inspired by Chelsea's, so it's a really nice event.
Yep. Chelsea's also a very
Very talented.
very talented dancer, and I guess so she dances in several like dance groups, and so like there was a lot of really intense choreography last night.
And dancing, yeah.
It was
really
great.
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, once the dance floor opened, they were all there.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. And then there was sweets as well. I had myself a Biscoff cookie.
Oh, I had an
Yeah.
ube cookie. Ube cookie and an ube cupcake. Oh my
I
gosh.
had cream puff, an eclair, and like this yummy fruit tart. Really good.
Do you want some of the fish?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, just checking.
Dana, apparently, you're about to go. You can still go for food, but I was also going to ask you. I believe you have a show coming up, something to do with Elle Woods, perhaps. Tell us about it,
Guys, she's legally blonde. Woohoo! Come see my theater troupe's production of Legally Blonde on February 21st to the 22nd at the New Rose Performing Arts Theater.
Yay! And we have the poster.
Where? What are you cast as?
I'm Serena. That's a Delta New Girl, aka one of Elle's best friends.
Fun. Okay.
So there it is, Legally Blonde the Musical, Friday, February 21st, 7:30 p.m., and Saturday, February 22nd at 1 p.m. DM me or visit Broadway NYT on Instagram for tickets.
And then again, as Dana mentioned, the venue is New Roads Performing Arts Center.
Where's that?
It's a new market.
Perfect.
There you go.
I like New Market.
So how have the preparations been going? How's the rehearsals been going?
Very fun. We're a very lively cast, you know. Singing and dancing is coming together. You know, in theater, when you're in the final stretch, it's like everyone's in shambles trying to put it together, but then you produce this great show, and, you know, it's like everything works out in the end. So,
you're
And
feeling
one
good.
for us.
Nice.
and that's coming up really quickly.
Really quickly, we only have 3 more rehearsals because it's once every week.
Wow. How are you feeling? Are you ready?
Yeah. You know, just polishing nowadays.
That's exciting.
That's awesome. So DM for tickets or go to that NYT, Broadway NYT, right?
Yeah,
One more time. We'll just look at the poster. There it is.
for reference.
Yeah. Legally Blonde, the musical. The February 21st and 22nd.
Love
Woohoo,
it.
go buy tickets. Go buy tickets.
Do you know how much tickets are?
That is a question.
You'll find them on the website.
Yes.
There'll be a price out there, I'm sure.
I love it. So I only ask because about $25. Perfect. I only ask because this week was a crazy week for me trying to get tickets for a country singer who's coming to Toronto. Do you know Morgan Wallen?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
So Morgan Wallen's he's not up and coming anymore, but he was an up and coming country artist who was he was in Toronto a few years ago. Tickets were really expensive. He's coming back again. He just announced he's coming back to Toronto this September, and my husband loves him. So I'm like, you know what? Let's try and get tickets. And it felt like getting tickets to Taylor Swift. Like you had to do you had to register for the pre-code or for the pre-sale link and all these things, just trying to get into Ticketmaster to buy the tickets.
So this guy's big.
Yeah, like he's up there, and it was crazy because my friend. I got tickets luckily, but what it was confusing to me is I was able to get into the queue 15 minutes prior to the opening of the. Oh, sorry. I got into the wait room 15 minutes before getting into the queue. My friend got in a few minutes before me, but then once the queue opened, there was about 20,000 ahead of him, and I
Wow.
only had 1,600 in front of me.
That is great. That's the thing with buying tickets online. I think it's kind of a risky business.
Yeah. But that's a confusing thing. So your friend logged in before you.
And there were more people in
But
front
there
of him
was
in
like
the queue.
60,000 in front of him, and there were 1,600 in front of you. Mm-hmm. So what's that about?
I don't know. And then he was saying, oh, maybe it's when you signed up for the
pre-sale?
pre-sale. And I was
Okay.
like, maybe. But then my friend who I was just talking about, he signed up the day before the pre-sale. But my other friend who signed up around the same time I did, he was in the waiting room 30 minutes prior to the opening of the sale. And there was about 63,000
Wow.
in front of him.
What the heck?
So there seems to be no rhyme or reason. It's definitely not based. They've obviously got some kind of algorithm doing it, and it doesn't seem to be based on like when you sign up. It's not a first come first
I
serve.
mean, it's random. Just
Because I'm like,
random.
Could be.
Well, no, what
but,
type loads for you? It loads.
but, so that was for the first showing. That's the Thursday show. He's also here for on a Friday. I also went in for the Friday one just to see, and it was the same thing. It was my friend logged on. We logged on at the same time. He started at 20,000 or whatever it was. Yeah, 20,000 in front of him, and then I joined again, and I started at 1,600 again in the queue.
So I know we were talking a bit about this yesterday. Mm-hmm. You were theorizing that like
Is it because I buy tickets often?
yeah, like maybe there's something like you've bought because you bought a lot of tickets on Ticketmaster in the past. Maybe that they naturally prioritize those accounts.
But then they would prioritize all the bots too then. Like the ones that are resellers.
Yeah, there's something there, something wrong there.
Because my friend who was in the queue half an hour before the waiting room opened, or who was in the waiting room before, whatever, by the time he waited in the queue for almost 2 hours, and by the time he got to tickets, there were barely any tickets left. They were all like
Wow.
$800 and up. And he's like, I'm not buying those tickets.
And you were able to get yours
And I was
pretty
in
no
and
problem.
out. Yeah.
What's the initial price?
I was able to get tickets for the Thursday show for like around $140, and then on Friday when it was open to general admission or general sales, it was all just resale tickets for like the
Wow.
minimum was $500 for a 500 section in the Rogers Center.
What the heck?
I hate that. Mm-hmm. I hate that. You know what? I wish they would go back to
Tickets at the booth?
yeah. Here's the venue.
Here's a box.
Go line up.
office.
It goes on sale at this time. Go get in line.
The thing with that though, like, if they had a ticket booth for, let's say, like the Eras tour, that line would be humongous, and it wouldn't just be that, like, for that day. It would be very long. People would be
Camping up
lining
for a month.
like
You're right.
literally for months.
Well, you know what they could do with Ticketmaster. it must still be the case. You can buy they have Ticketmaster locations all over the place, right? Even in stores and places sometimes. Yeah, I remember, or maybe they don't do that anymore.
I haven't seen one.
But I remember like you used to be able to go into like Sunrise Records and you could buy Ticketmaster
I remember
tickets
that.
there.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I was thinking about is some people buy tickets for a concert that's like in another city, right? Like, or like I went to watch wrestling in Vancouver or like in Washington, and I'm in Toronto, but I bought my tickets, But if you can make it so that maybe this is the date, and anywhere in the world you can buy tickets for any concert, but you got to go line up and buy it, and then it's like max 3 tickets or 4 tickets a person.
Because if you think about
Online?
it, no, in person.
That's how it's in person. I think it should.
But
be
like,
that.
what was interesting? Like, what you think about it? Like, all the people in the queue. Like, what is the max capacity of the Rogers Center?
I guess if they're doing floor seats, you can probably get 50,000 in there.
So if there's 60,000 people in front of you, you're like, hey, there's no point.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's tough. I mean, I still like the in-person. The thing that I dislike the most is just when a bot can go in and basically buy like 10,000 tickets in like half a second, like instant, like.
The max you could buy was 6.
Oh, really? But then, even then though, you can build a bot that will like.
Surpass.
Yeah, well, like it'll go in and buy, if you get a whole bunch of credit card information ready, you can go make them all at once.
So here's what happened. So I was like, okay, just in case I can't get tickets, I had my computer and I had my husband's computer on at the same time. But because we were from the same internet, we both got booted out. And like every time you would try, like if I was at home on my Wi-Fi trying to go onto Ticketmaster to look at Morgan Wallen tickets, I would get booted out. But so I had to use my data on my phone and use my app on my phone to buy the tickets.
That's very odd.
Yeah. So I wonder if because I've got to think, most of the people who are trying to buy tickets are trying to buy tickets so they can go to the show. But do you think there's a lot of people who just try to buy tickets just to resell and make money?
100%. After that whole Taylor Swift fiasco, I feel like that's become a business.
Interesting.
And I feel like it's been a business even before Taylor's concert.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been able to go to scalpers and pay like a little bit more or a little depending. Yeah.
It's so crazy because you don't see scalpers at concerts anymore.
It's a lot
Like
harder.
tickets, need your tickets.
It's because especially now it's like when you buy the ticket and like, no, the ticket is one of those barcodes and it's that barcode that like has to be in the app and it changes. And so I think it's made it a lot more difficult.
Tickets.
I still see them when I go to sporting events sometimes. Because sometimes you can still get physical tickets.
Really?
Yeah. Not like you don't have to, but like if you go to a box office, you can actually. Or like I remember when we used to order seasons tickets for the Argos, they would send you an envelope full of your tickets.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want to go to an Argos game.
You can come. We always go a few times every season. 3 games. Football.
Tickets. Oh, here, look. I just logged on to see how much their pre-sale is right now. $800.
Wait, that's
almost $900.
Wait, that's pre-sale?
Not pre-sale, resale.
Oh, resale. Okay, so that's what people are selling. Those are.
But this is row 23 in the 500 section at Rogers Center.
$800. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't
this
feel.
person's selling it for $900, almost
At least-
$1,000.
So I don't feel as bad for what I paid for my wrestling tickets.
But keep in mind, I am in the 500 section, and I
Yeah.
paid $140.
Well, like I paid. I mean, I don't even know if I want to say how much I paid, but it's.
I know how much you paid.
It's up there, but at least my seats. I'm
You're
like
closer to
I'm
the
like
ground.
floor seats, like
Yeah.
5th row. All right, I'm gonna see John Cena.
You're going to see his facial features.
You're gonna
now.
get
will.
sweat on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's gonna give me a high five.
For sure.
There you go. That's coming up.
March 1st. I know.
So, okay, so-
Elimination Chamber.
So you, I don't know where I was going with that.
Were you gonna try to ask me a wrestling
I
question?
was gonna say, do you remember when your dad bit into this at your concert? Do you remember, Dana? When
Yeah.
his dad bit into this?
Yeah.
and then he touched
But
his
he touched
eye.
his eye. That was the bad part. I didn't see it happen. It was in between my set, and people were like, "Scott, can we your
We need
dad's
tissue,
eyes?
we
Your
need
dad's
tissue."
eyes." I look over, my dad's like,
Oh, no.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's a lot of people in the chat, actually. Sorry. Sophia Q. Dana, if you have a concert and become that big, we call dibs on tickets.
Dibs? Maybe.
"No, you got to get on the Ticketmaster website like everyone
Ticketmaster.
else." Yeah.
But the thing is,
To get a
okay,
pre-sale
if it's
code?
like close friends, maybe like I'll reserve
Fair enough.
tickets and then I'll hand them out myself. So that's probably what I
We
do.
love the stubs.
It'll be
Yeah.
an
How to feel
exclusive.
about
It'll be a
it.
very exclusive club.
Yes.
Otherwise, 30 people, 60,000 people in front of you. Good luck.
Well, you know what?
Get them in resale.
I'm
You know?
not.
Artists are doing right now, and I noticed this recently, is they are like they have memberships, like premium VIP, like memberships. If you're a fan, you have to pay a fee to be a part of this exclusive club, and then you get early access to tickets. It's like $20, but still, maybe Dana, that's what you can do.
Like a pre-sale.
No, like you have your fan club, and they
But
pay.
how do you?
Oh yeah.
How do you make sure that like resellers aren't just?
Yeah. How do I
joining the
know there's
club?
not a rat in my club?
Yeah.
You know?
It's a groundhog.
Yeah.
No, groundhogs are welcome.
They're
not rats,
loyal.
though.
They're loyal.
Yeah. Different rodents.
Yeah. Actually, I noticed when I went to buy Oasis tickets to sign up for the pre-sale, they
Did you get
asked.
tickets for that?
We did, yeah.
Nice.
Although, like, again, it was a situation where, like, I think I said this before on the show, but it was like me and two other people, me, my brother, and my friend Colin, were all trying to get tickets. We all signed up for the pre-sale, and it's like a lottery, and only my friend Colin got it.
Wow.
But luckily, he bought our tickets, so we're in.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, the lottery.
Yeah. But when I was signing up for that, we had to write. There was a question. It was like it was something like, "What was their last album release?" Something like that. Yeah.
That's smart.
You know what? I've seen like rappers do that. If you're like asking for their autograph, they'll ask you like, "What's your favorite song?
Yeah.
What's your favorite album?"
Smart.
And if you don't have an answer, they won't sign your stuff.
Yes, I kind of agree with that. Although the funny thing is, I remember the question that the Oasis one asked me, and I am an Oasis fan.
Yeah, you are.
I just couldn't remember the answer to the question, so I had to look it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
shucks.
But like that means if I bumped into Liam or Noel Gallagher, those are the main brothers in Oasis. If I bumped into them, and they were like, "What was our last album?" I'd be like,
Is that your impression?
I mean, they're British, but but I could easily tell them my favorite song. Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know if I have a favorite song, but I would be able to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I do like that because I've seen videos of that where like the guys, they won't even refuse to sell it because you can tell the guy he's not a fan. He's just got like 25 things. And
Yeah.
he's like selling
Sign
this, and
it.
he's going to throw it all on eBay,
Yeah.
right?
And I've seen Lana Del Rey. There's a person with like a blue marker, and like I read the comments. It's like if she signs it with like blue Sharpie, then it can the person
just press it down
She
on
can
it.
press it and
Oh,
like copy the signature. So she was like, "No, sorry."
Wow. Steve B is asking, Scott, is your favorite song Wonderwall?
it's up there. I just don't know if that's actually my favorite. I did perform it. I did perform it at the concert at La Calle Cocina, and it is one of my go-to Oasis songs when I'm performing an Oasis
It's a good
song.
song.
But is it
I
actually
think
my
that's the only song from
favorite?
there I know from them.
What about "Don't Look Back in Anger"? Slip inside the eye of your mind.
So I'm not going to the Oasis.
Doesn't really sound like that, but that one. Then they got a whole bunch. There was a stretch where like I've got a bunch of their live DVDs. I was a big Oasis fan. I went to all of their concerts all through high school, and like me and my friends, we always went. And I will keep on going. But I'm not sure if it's my favorite Wonderwall.
Steve B also said, I used to buy concert tickets at record stores.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, that was a thing. I knew it.
Isabel Lee asks, it says, hi Dana from Singapore.
Hello. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank
And then
you.
my nanny, Grandma Alice Beddoe.
Where did you get that groundhog costume, Dana?
Amazon.
Wow.
No,
Yep.
that's your real outfit. That is your real
This is
true
my
self.
skin.
Yeah.
She's naked.
Oh no. Don't expose me like that.
We're seeing this is the real Dana, everybody.
No.
Don Valley Dana.
Someone get me a blanket.
There's one behind you.
There you go. Yeah, no, it's great. It's I think it's funny because like we talked about it briefly, like in the last episode. It was kind of a throwaway comment that you're
Like,
going to
oh,
show
she'll
up as a
dress up as
groundhog.
a groundhog.
But I very much appreciate that you followed through.
Of course.
And it was funny because literally before the doorbell rang, we were just sitting here like, do you think she's actually going to dress up as a groundhog?
Yep. And I was like, maybe.
And I was like, I wouldn't put it past her family. They
Yeah.
always go all out. Ding dong.
Hello, and I'm in
I
attire.
died. I laughed so hard.
I
I didn't
can't
even
see
say hi to them properly. I'm like, oh my gosh. Stop.
Should we do the ads?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're going to do the ads now, everybody. Today's 301st episode of the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by the following.
And Regine Alaina.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And Regine Alaina. Is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make the show possible. Actually, first off, we should just shout out again to La Kai Cucina
Yes, thank you.
for feasting or
Feeding us.
with this
Yummy.
feast.
So yummy.
And also thanks to Dana and Dana's family. For
Family.
that. Delicious, delicious, delicious.
Delish.
Yes.
Delicious Dana.
Alliteration.
There you go. The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance.
No.
Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at jmckenziehomes@gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham, they do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever. He is an absolute fantastic artist. If you have a vision for something custom you'd like made, he will create it. Do you need your jewelry repaired? Does he? Do you need something cleaned? He can do all of these things. Make that wedding ring shine as bright
Yes.
as your wedding dress did on that first.
Your wedding dress?
You know, that shone bright, didn't it? Wedding dress? You know, I'm just saying it's like white and pure, the way your ring will be pure because you just cleaned it. You got it. We have a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15%, 15%.
But you do have to call them ahead, I think.
Yes, because of recent changes in how things are being done at malls. Yeah, the doors are locked, but he is there. Make an appointment or give him a call. Let him know you're coming. He can buzz you in. And bam. Find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Also, follow them on Instagram and TikTok, where you can get all the latest jewelry
Forever
stuff.
updates.
When you're ready to say forever, think Jewelry Forever. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained makeup artist, hair and makeup artist. She is the official makeup artist of the Sit Down. Not only does she do our hair and makeup when we do our photo updates, photo shoots, MC events, she also does makeup for when you compete in a pageant, for weddings, for baby showers, engagement parties and photos, films, specifically for Scott, and concerts.
Everything.
So if you're interested in getting beautified, reach out to her. Oh, Valentine's Day is coming up. If you want to get beautified for Valentine's Day, reach out to her on Instagram and Facebook at Beautified by Romina.
And if you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. We do the show live every week, people. And we also do the ads live week to week. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. So get in touch.
Radioshowad, radioshowad@gmail.com.
Oh. So
Clearly, it's a live show, and we're hungry.
I made the mistake of
shoving food in your face.
I finished the second ad, and I was like, beautified by Romina. That's
I got
Regine.
time.
I'm
Yeah.
done. So I just took the biggest scoop of rice into my mouth. And I'm sitting there just like, yeah. And then I realized, wait a minute.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Wait a minute. The whole spiel about advertising on the show is coming up, and I have a mouthful of food.
But we are back. We are here for episode 301. If you're just tuning in to the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown
And Regine Alaina.
and Regine Alaina.
Got to remember that, Regine.
Yeah, I do. We are here with the infamous Don Valley Dana,
Yep.
the Groundhog.
Who, if you're just tuning in, did not see her shadow,
No,
which means spring
it's just
is
around the
coming. That's right.
So we have Always and Forever 03 in the chat saying, "Hi Dana, greetings from California."
Hello from Canada to California.
Boom.
There you go. Hope you are safe. And
We have viewers from all over the world.
I know we got what?
Singapore.
Philippines, Singapore, California, Toronto.
What's next?
What's next?
Let us know in the chats where you're tuned in from if you are here watching us live.
Yes, and if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We do the show every week, and there's other content, lots of videos on this channel, music, all that good stuff.
Speaking of music and fun stuff, Dana, you have an announcement to make.
I do.
Not just that spring is coming soon.
Yeah, a different one. I'm going to have my second concert.
Woo! Wait.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
It's on October 4th, same venue at Zenflix Media in Markham.
Ooh. So save the date, folks.
Save the date. Save the date and be there. Tickets are the same price. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, yeah.
Tickets are the same price as last year for $25 for regular, and then is it $50? $50 for VIP.
Boom.
Love
Boom,
it.
shakalaka.
I will be there this time. I do apologize that I missed your first one. I had major FOMO seeing all the videos.
Yeah. In fact, yeah. If you guys go onto Dana's YouTube channel, you can see there are a lot of highlights from that event. It was a fantastic concert.
Why, thank you. Couldn't have done it without you.
Aww.
I mean, yeah. So for people who
It's
don't know,
true. She couldn't have.
people don't know,
It's true.
the Scott Dion Brown Band was Dana's backing band for that performance.
Without you, it would have just been a cappella.
That's right.
I mean, acapella is great.
Which could have been cool too, but you know what? Sometimes you want some music behind you.
Exactly.
And the Scott Dion Brown Band will be back once again.
Ooh, love it.
So- It's going to be good stuff. Greg Nagara says, "Hi guys, what's up, Greg?"
Hey, Greg.
Hi, thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Carla.
And Rosanna Shaw says, "Hey, Scotty and company, I'm so late, like the White Rabbit today. To Dana, hip
Hip,
hip."
hip. Is that a Island
Oh.
in the Sun reference?
Yeah,
Hip,
she was at
hip.
the concert.
Boom, boom. Yes.
Good one.
Hip,
Good one, Rosanna.
It's funny, after you guys sang that song, all yours, hooray!
hip, hip. Hooray!
Hip hip. Yeah, that was good. We just kind of pulled that one out
Yeah.
quick time. That was good.
It was great.
No practice.
No.
But you did great.
Thank you.
You were a great addition to Scott's mini show. It wasn't even a mini show. You did like a whole set.
It
Two.
was
Yeah.
it was about 2 hours worth of music, I guess. All in it all.
Very nice.
It was small in that it was like a small, a small
Intimate concert.
Intimate concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could see everyone's faces. Usually when you're performing, you
Yeah.
can't
That's
see.
right.
Just stare straight into my direction because I was the only one standing.
Yep, stare into
Sing
the
to me, Dana.
Oh, yeah. Like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, one thing I learned today
Oh.
that you taught me.
Oh, yes.
Scott, are you okay?
So apparently doing this, which I do sometimes for fun, especially in the morning. But that's actually a vocal training exercise.
It's called a vocal fry, and it loosens your vocal cords.
So what do you do?
So if it's feeling tight, like this morning, I had to sing, belting some high notes. You need to loosen those vocal cords so it doesn't sound tight. So what you
So on the keyboard, that's A-H-H-H-H-H-H-H-H-H. Yeah.
Regine, try it.
yeah. And
all
it's
do-
good to loosen when you're feeling it in your throat here.
Oh.
Hey, thanks for subscribing. Always in Forever 03. Just hit that
Yay.
subscribe button.
Love
it.
Woo.
Here, for that, here to celebrate, we'll go. I like that. I'm glad I like making that sound. And
Yeah.
now that I know that there's actually a vocal benefit. That's cool.
I like how we were saying, like, I thought you would be damaging your vocal cords, but turns out you're doing the complete opposite.
You know what? As I do it, it doesn't feel like it's damaging. Like I never thought it did. It feels.
Yeah, no.
What other fun vocal warm-up tricks can you share with us?
If you want to hit those high notes, and you have to meow, it's like meow, 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 meow. But you have to put it like here in your nose, so it's
in
nasal.
your soft
So you have
palate,
to,
right?
to stretch.
Is that area called the soft palate?
Meow, meow, meow.
Your soft palate's in your mouth.
My soft palate's in my mouth.
Is this your soft palate?
I couldn't remember what this was called. This is something else. No, I used to know stuff, but now I don't know anything. Meow. So meow, meow, and you make this area
Meow,
up here.
meow, 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 meow.
meow. So you make this area vibrate.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what's something I noticed when I was at what musical did I just see? Moulin Rouge. I went and saw Moulin Rouge.
Nice.
It was okay.
Oh,
I was like, was
is
it
that all?
good? That's why he
Okay.
didn't tell us about it.
Well, it's you know what it is. It started really well. I didn't like the ending.
Aw,
The-
shucks.
The ending was a bit of a letdown, and the problem is if the ending is a letdown, then that kind of ruins the whole show. Same with a movie, right? Like if you watch a movie and the ending is not good, it's
Yeah.
kind of not
You're
a
like,
good movie.
oh.
Yeah.
You're like, what was that?
But one thing I noticed, the lead actor, the main male singer, when he was singing and he would go to his high notes, he was doing this thing where he was like sticking his chin forward. He was going like, right? And I was noticing it, and I was like, I wonder what that does. Does that?
Maybe that's just the way his
Maybe
mouth
his jaw
moves.
just.
It looked like he was. It looked like he was deliberately sticking it forward. And I was wondering, it was like, yeah. But I'm wondering, does that open things more? Does that open things? Like if I'm
I'm
doing,
gonna try it, Scott.
You know what? Maybe he's trying to remind himself to be more open.
yeah,
You know, because when you're hitting high notes, you don't want to be spread like this. You want to be like that. So
Yeah.
maybe he was like reminding himself, and the way he was opening it, it was just like forward.
yeah. Because when I push
open
forward, it
forward,
does
not
feel
down.
open more. Look, watch. If I go, like it does kind
It
of
feel
force
like
it
more
open.
round. Feels more round, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it like pulls something open. So I was looking at that. I was like, I wonder if I should like try that. If I'm ever like practicing. Yeah,
Maybe
We'll
it's
see.
a way to get his voice to go across the venue.
could be.
To reach up to the people.
Yeah, he's shaping it so like
Yeah.
it's pointing up
Yeah.
because his mouth is facing
It was
out
like,
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you know, in like a Little Mermaid where her voice travels
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
into the
just-
shell.
that's how
what
Ariel did it.
That's exactly what he was doing.
Sticking out her chin.
So it's projected.
Yeah. But I noticed that, and it was just interesting. It was interesting. I think I actually want to do some vocal coach training. Like go to somebody.
There's lots in our community.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Like specifically for like Broadway stuff. Because like I've done a couple Broadway auditions. Not in a while though.
And you didn't get them.
I didn't get them.
Oh,
yeah.
shucks.
Their loss.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
do need a co.
Yeah, but what I was thinking about when I was doing it, and more like after the fact, is that I was going in and like singing in a way that, you know, I was trying to make my voice as like, I don't know, nice sounding as possible
Yeah.
or whatever. But what I realized is that I didn't like belt out the way I can belt quite powerfully. I have big lungs,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't typically use them unless.
You don't use them to the full capacity.
Yeah, but I'm wondering though, like, because I've done most of my singing is in the rock and pop genre, and then even more than that, it's in a more like a studio recording setting. And so I've spent a lot of time like crafting how to make my voice sound nice when I'm recording, right? But like you don't have to worry about making it big or anything like that, which I don't have to worry about as much. But I
You're
think when you go to a
performing.
Broadway audition, that's what they want.
Yeah.
They definitely want you to be loud. You
Yeah.
know, you're staying on stage, and it really depends also if you have a mic or not. Because sometimes
They don't
in
use
certain
mics, yeah.
productions, you are not given a mic, so you have to project so everyone in the audience can hear you.
Your
all
jaw
the way
has to
over
go
there."
forward
Yeah, your jaw has to go forward, and the sound has to travel up
and
to
around.
the people.
Yeah, because I remember like the closest I got at one audition. I'm not sure if I should say what the musical was, but anyway, it was a musical part where I would have been playing a drummer, and so I had to do a drumming audition, and then there was
Live?
yeah. In fact, because I was part of a band, so it was me, and then they had so we auditioned as a group. I drummed. They had the other people playing all the other instruments. So
Is this School of Rock?
No, it wasn't. Good guess though, but it was. But anyway, so then I had to do that. Then I had to do an acting scene, and then I had to sing the song.
You were almost there until you got to the singing.
Triple act.
Yeah, but the thing that
You
I
had to
remember,
dance.
the thing that I distinctly remember though, because if I recall now, it was all through one day. It was like there was one group of auditions.
That's exhausting.
Then we had to go out, and then they called. So it came down. It was me and one other guy.
Wow.
2 of us.
You were in the final stretch.
Yeah,
What the heck?
it was literally me and one other guy, and like the person who wrote the musical is like a pretty famous rock star, and he was there. Like I was auditioning for him.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
did
was
you get
cool.
nervous? Did you get starstruck?
No, I just kind of did my thing. But what I realized, I remember, so I think if I recall, I don't remember if I auditioned first or second, but I do remember doing the scene, singing the part. And I sang it very sweetly because my specific scene, it was like a soft moment where I'm kind of sad.
Tranquil.
Yeah, so I kind of sang it like,
He was in the field.
kind of like this.
Yeah.
And I remember I left the room, and then I was like kind of listening.
Oh no.
And the guy who auditioned for the other part, he was like,
Belting.
like pushing it out.
Oh
and like,
no.
and I didn't. But I remember at the time thinking, I don't like how that sounds to me.
For that song.
Yes. But I think it's a choice that maybe I should have made,
Yeah.
because I think like I can belt, but if I don't belt for them, they don't know.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if I should go to like a Broadway trainer and be like, okay, give me some tips here. Give me some tips.
It doesn't hurt to
Yeah.
get lessons or coaching on that.
Yeah. Because I haven't had vocal training since like high school.
Yeah, you gotta.
You do some training? You do vocal training?
Yep. Every week.
Nice.
Who's your coach?
Candace, last name?
You don't need to put the last name. It's okay.
No?
I mean, unless
Unless
she
they
would
want to
that.
find her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you want to find. Yeah.
I mean, she's probably looking. She's looking for. I mean, she's advertising.
She's pretty
right?
busy, actually. Her schedule's pretty full, to be honest.
Anyway, she's good, and you said
You
said
sound
you were
great. So. I mean, there's so many. Like we know, JDL.
Yeah.
They have different teachers or instructors that.
whole
that
rotisserie.
are trained in specific parts of vocal. There's Elisa Grace, who we've had on the show. She's also a great coach.
Yep.
Marky Hugh is also fantastic. DK is also amazing.
So there's no shortage of people.
You have them in your network. You just
Yeah, you literally have all their numbers. You just
you
know
just
what the weird
need to ask.
You know what the weird part for me is? I feel like I mean, I guess I just have to ask. I don't even know how it would start. Like when you go to a coach, do you like bring them songs? Like, are you like, okay, I'm thinking of singing this, or do they have stuff for you to sing? Like, how does
it
how
really
does
really depends. Like, let's say you're going to to do a gig, then if you have a song in mind already, you bring it to them. If not, my teacher, she recommends like songs. And if I have no gigs, my schedule is empty, then we just work on whatever songs she chooses for the
it's for
time
strengthening
being.
your voice.
Just for practice, And she gives tips and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Makes sense. Oh, and I guess that makes sense. And they're like, oh yeah, if you have an audition, and then maybe there is a specific song, I'm going to be auditioning for this.
Yeah, and then you give them the song. And
Yeah, it makes sense.
But it's great being able to work with a coach because they know your strengths and your weaknesses. So in that time being where you are not preparing for anything, she knows what your weaknesses are. So working with you to strengthen those in that time being is also great. Because if you watch Dana on our show from the first episode to now, your voice has changed so much. For the better, of course.
yeah.
It's awesome. Rosanna Shaw says,
She goes, oh, so here's the thing. Can these trainers even sing themselves? because I think that would be a criteria for a vocal coach. I think
The ones we
Yes.
know are they're amazing
My
singers.
my teacher can sing for real.
Josie DeLeon from JDL is a phenomenal
Great
vocalist.
singers. You know, they're speaking from experience. You know, they know
Yeah.
what they know about their experience, and they're giving it to you.
Yeah.
Like
in fact, I think what it is, I think a lot of people who become vocal coaches, because teaching is very different from doing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, even if they're really good at doing something, they're not necessarily very good at teaching it.
Or explaining like how it works.
110%.
Same reason why, like, a lot of people, they may be great at a job, but then they're terrible when they become a manager.
Yeah.
Because it's like some people can manage people, other people are good at the job, but you just not.
Not
but-
everyone can manage.
Yeah, so I think not all singers can be vocal coaches, but the ones who have that teaching ability, I think the best ones are probably ones who, at the very least, they may not be like Celine Dion, but they at least know how to do it.
Know how to sing.
Yeah. Well, it's like pageant coaches. There's a lot of girls who are great in pageantry, but they can't coach.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky was not a good hockey coach.
That's intriguing.
Yeah, apparently, I think it was what I heard about that was it was because he's the great one. He was the greatest hockey
Yeah.
player ever. But
the GOAT.
but he was not able to understand why the players couldn't see the game the way he was able to see the game.
How did he see the game?
I think the
Like
reason
the
he was so
Matrix.
good
He
is
sees
yeah,
the
yeah.
game.
yeah, like when he's on
dodged
the ice.
bullets.
Yeah, he can
Dodge the
like read it.
pucks.
Yeah, exactly. I think he was just able to read it much better, right? In a
enough.
way that
Okay.
and actually what's interesting when I heard that makes sense because when I grew up playing hockey, what I realize now is I did not see the game. In fact,
You just played the game. You didn't see it.
yeah, like it was like in fact I remember, for example, years after I stopped playing hockey, like in school, I went back and played just some like fun pickup hockey or like shinny hockey a couple times. And when I was doing that as an adult, I was like trying to set up plays. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll put this over here and maybe I'll, but for whatever reason, as a younger kid, I don't think I did that in that same
You
way.
just weren't thinking as hard.
You were
You're
just
just like, I'm
playing
on the
it.
ice.
I was
Yeah.
kind of just chasing after the puck, you know,
just
and
wanted
like,
to score.
I would get into position and stuff, but I wasn't like watching the flow of everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I think Gretzky, I mean, who was the greatest, but I think one of his huge skills was he was able to know where he should put the puck, where things are
Open-minded,
going,
you know.
yeah, predicting where things are going to
Yeah.
be.
but
that
he
kind of
just
thing.
couldn't portray that onto the people he was working.
Yeah, I think he struggled, like,
That's fair.
and I can see that because if he looks at it and sees something like it's so obvious to him.
He's very like aware.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're an improv teacher.
Yes.
You also do some mentoring with JDL.
Yes.
Is it different from what you do on a professional level outside of?
Yes. Although one thing I find, because I think I am a pretty good teacher in that regard, but I think it's because I'm pretty good at trying to see like how somebody who has no idea what this is, how they might see it.
So what is improv, Scott?
Improv.
Tell us.
Well, improv
Teach
at its
us.
core is acting without a script. But the way I try to teach it to people is like, because people will step on stage and they'll like think their mind goes blank because they're nervous, right? And so what I try to teach them is like, think of it as like, what you're actually doing is you're just building a little backstory for yourself.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like improv is basically literally having a conversation with someone. Like when you go up to the cashier, there's no script. You just speak to the cashier.
Yes.
And that's sort of what
Yes.
improv is. Like,
And
just
like,
go with the flow. Yeah.
and the reason you can have the conversation with the cashier is because the cashier knows who they are. They know where they were yesterday. They knew they're there themselves. So the idea is the way you do good improv is like you need to know something about who your character is. So you don't have a
Yeah.
script in front of you, but you know you're a cashier. Let's say you're doing a scene about a cashier. You know you're a cashier. You know that maybe you give yourself a little backstory. So that way when somebody starts to like talk to you,
Then
you
you
just
know what
talk
to
as that
say.
person. Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
you done
Every
improv?
character. Yes, I have. You know, I recently attended a improv class 100th anniversary of the class.
Wow. Oh.
It's at I think
Scarborough?
last Friday of every month. City House Players. Sorry,
Scarborough Players.
Scarborough Players. Scarborough Players.
Love it.
Yeah,
Very fun class.
Improv's very good training for actors because it helps. It's good for doing character work for that same reason because Like you can use it if like, let's say you got a role in a play or something and you're trying to find how to portray that character. You do improv by like basically building that character's backstory in your mind, and that you have more, it makes you more real.
I feel like improv is good for anyone. Because if you think about it, like we were talking about it off air earlier, where it feels like sorry, Dana, but your generation, they can't communicate with people. Like Mika was saying, she's in a marketing class in university, and no, everyone's an introvert.
Right.
So when
like
you
socially, like
socially awkward.
awkward, yeah,
So like imagine your generation and beyond,
and beyond.
like the future generations, they're not going to be able to talk to a cashier because they're just going to want to use the self-checkout.
Yeah.
So maybe improv should be incorporated in schools or just in general. Everyone can benefit from improv.
Oh, we got a bunch of comments. Let's see. Oh, Steve B says, you have great empathy, Scott. Oh, thanks, Steve B.
Greg says, I've taken percussion lessons from amazing percussionists, but they were so culturally based in Cuba that they couldn't teach things that they are born with. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Like they were born with the rhythm.
Yeah, so you can't, it's harder
Like-
to teach them a person.
Yeah, and they're used to like, so probably
just feeling it.
from that part of the world, there's beats that they're used to hearing and melodies that they're used to hearing that they probably grow up with. And so maybe if that makes sense in the sense like growing up in Canada, right? So like, you know, I grew up, you're listening to mainly rock, pop. And,
It's already engraved in your system.
yeah. And so that's why like when I hear music from another part of the world, it sounds completely like, well, literally foreign, I guess. But so I can see that. It's like, so it's, if it's ingrained in you, like I don't have to like explain to somebody, I'm just like, oh, give me a rock beat, you know? Like most people know what that is, right? But not somebody who didn't grow up around rock and roll.
Well, it's kind of like when you learn Tagalog music. To you, it's just sounds because it's
literally
not
just
what you
sounds.
grew up with. But actually, I was at Tim Hortons yesterday, and it was mostly Filipinos working there, and they had Filipino music in the background. And I didn't clue in that wasn't English because I understood it until I was about to leave. I'm like, oh, hang on.
That's funny.
I'm like,
actually.
hang on, that doesn't make sense.
Do you dream in Tagalog sometimes? No.
That would be scary.
No, I've heard like people who are bilingual, they can dream in either or.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And even, I don't know, this is kind of irrelevant.
It's okay.
If like someone grew up watching black and white TV, then their dreams are in black and white.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that would make sense.
I've always wondered what your dreams meant.
Yeah?
Like sometimes there are dreams that I have that I'm like,
What is this?
why did I dream that?
Actually,
It's like your brain, like,
What is the
your
purpose of
subconscious.
this?
Yeah.
Like I've had dreams where I couldn't walk. Like I was like, like trying to
Paralyzed?
crawl to a place, but my legs are just dragging. It's a reoccurring dream. What does that mean?
Maybe you should Google that. Like,
don't
there's
want to
answers.
Google
There's
it.
answers.
Actually, I've had dreams like that where like I'm on ice and I'm skating and I'm in a hockey game, but for some reason like I can't skate fast or like just for whatever reason I can't go. I've had that.
I have dreams where like I can't drive. Like I don't drive naturally, but like I will like. I think because when I play like video games or like racing, I crash into everything, and that's what happens in my dreams. I'm like, I can't do this.
So then you just had a dream about.
My subconscious is like, you're not a good driver.
My
Don't
dream
drive.
is just like, my dreams are incredibly random. I don't know. My dreams aren't normal at
That's
all.
Fair. That's fair.
But they're very vivid. And
Yeah.
I remember them very clearly. They're just very peculiar. Like I've had so many dreams where I'm like locked in my grandmother's house with like other random people.
Is your grandmother still alive?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
It's just located in her house.
Interesting.
And yeah. I think she's watching. She
Oh
Went
yeah,
in
she
the
called
chat.
Oh
it
yeah,
earlier.
she did. I mean, it
house.
could have been any grandma.
Yeah.
I mean, I have dreams like my grandma who passed away 5 years ago. Now I see her in my dreams all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my Lola visited me.
Aww.
That's nice.
That
Yeah.
is very
But
sweet.
it happens so much. I'm like, why are you visiting me so much? What's happening?
Oh yeah, I just remembered. I had a dream last night. In fact, I had 2 dreams,
Really?
and one of them woke me up.
I hate when that happens.
I had a dream that I was at. I don't remember
Like
exactly what.
Christina.
No, but it looked like a mall, like kind of a food court area, but there wasn't food. It was just kind of looked like a mall. But it was like I had just finished up like a shoot or something, and I was gathering up all of my equipment.
Right.
was
but
a
then,
jewelry
like-
forever.
But yeah, something like that. But it was like I remember like my headphones, my like new like $300 headphones.
Wow.
They were like in pieces. And in my dream, I was like, hey, who took these things apart, right? And then I remember there was like 3 guys, and they were like the next session of recording people. So maybe we're at a studio, I guess.
Yeah.
And in my dream, I got into a huge argument with them.
Oh my god.
I was like, why'd you guys touch my stuff? You guys were unprofessional. And they were like, whatever. And I was like, whatever, yeah, good one. And then I remember in the end of the dream, I was like, and now my $300 headphones are in 300 pieces. Like I was like screaming.
You were so angry you woke yourself
I was
up.
screaming in my dream, and then I woke up. And I was
I
like,
can
Like, are
imagine
you
you
okay?
like tossing and turning in your bed like
I must have been. Yeah.
Did you wake up your girlfriend?
No, but I woke up.
lucky.
I just woke up and I was just like, wow, like that was such an aggressive screaming. I was screaming.
Why are you so angry?
And then I fell back asleep. And then I had a dream that I was directing Meryl Streep,
Whoa.
oh.
but I was doing a scene with her, directing her.
Directing and in a scene.
No, I'm not in the scene. Sorry, but she's
Directing
just
this
the
scene.
scene is she's just talking. She's either on the phone or she's not. She's talking to somebody that's not in the room.
Wait. Have you watched a movie with her in it recently?
I was watching Only Murders in the Building, but this scene, it was like, it was in French, and she started saying the words in French, but she like couldn't say it right, which is weird because Meryl Streep can definitely do accents, but this version of Meryl Streep couldn't. And so then she was like trying to say it, and I was like, no. It's like, I was trying to be like I was saying it in French, and she couldn't say it right. I was like, how about this? Why don't you just say it in English? And she was like, okay.
You dumbed it down for her.
But then she like didn't know the words, so I needed to like put it on a screen for her.
Like the translated.
Yeah, so that she
a
could say
prompter.
it. Yeah. And I'm like, that was such a random ending to my dream, and then I woke up.
How do you go from angry Scott to
Yeah,
Meryl Streep?
the argument one was funny because I remember I woke up and I was in my dream, I was screaming. Like I was like so mad, like,
my
and I remember ending, and I was also so sharp with what I was saying, like I was
my
really.
God.
You're
on
like
the argument.
witty?
Yeah, that's why I was like, my $300 headphones are in 300 pieces.
That's like
that's a
smart.
good line.
That is
Yeah.
a really good line.
It was like I forgot about that dream, but it was so aggressive that it woke
$1
me
per
up.
piece.
I wonder, were
Yeah.
you snoring really loud while that was happening?
I don't know.
I don't like if you're having a dream like that. I like had like twitch. Like I wouldn't be like sleeping deeply.
Yeah.
He
would-
must have been if he was in like.
Well, I'd be curious, like what I actually look like. I don't know. Because I've never
You
like
just put a
seen
camera
video.
there just to see what you look
Just
like.
so
when
I'm
you
having
sleep.
like a really angry screaming dream.
Your face is like.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's so many people in the chat.
Oh, Greg, I've had recurring dreams where my instruments won't tune.
Oh no.
You know,
Intriguing.
I feel like that's a common, like the one we're talking about where like you're trying to run somewhere but you can't, trying to skate somewhere you can't.
Can't walk.
Right?
Or like I've had one where like I can't scream. Like I try to scream and like it's just like nothing.
I feel like it's a very common one. In fact, there's another one that I've had many times over the years, and I've heard a lot of people have it as well. Is it's like I'm back in school, and it's about to I'm about to graduate,
Wow.
but then I find out that there's one course
Oh no.
that I haven't been attending, and I need it to graduate. It's either something like that, or sometimes I'll go in to write a test, except it's on a test that like I have no idea what it is and I haven't
Yes,
studied.
I've actually had those.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
scary.
And then I actually cry in those dreams. In my dreams, I cry.
Do you cry while you wake up?
No.
When you talked about the one where you're screaming your head off, actually, I sleep talk. My husband's like, you talk in your sleep, but apparently there was and you reminded me of this dream where I think it was happening when I was binge watching Catfish, the TV show, and I was so angry. Apparently, I was cussing someone out
In your
because I
sleep?
thought I was on Catfish, or in my dream I was in Catfish, and my husband was like, you were cussing someone out and you were talking it out in your sleep. I'm like, oh, okay, sounds good. It's a crazy time. Rosanna Shaw says, I think dreaming is your brain's way of messing with you.
It does.
Really is.
Definitely does.
Apparently I was on Catfish, cussing someone out.
Can I quickly say hi to my Tita Do
Do
and
it.
Tita Donna? They're watching from LA, but for some reason they can't comment.
Oh,
So hello, thanks for watching.
oh, they're
Very
Hello.
intriguing.
oh, Oh, are you logged in? Maybe that's why they're not able to.
Yeah, maybe you're signed in as a guest.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be it.
And you can't comment
You
when
need an
you're a
account,
YouTube guest.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a YouTube account.
Well, thank you for watching. So we have a lot from California, LA. We got London, Ontario in the house.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
We got Singapore. If you're still tuned in, good. It's midnight in Manila, or 1 a.m. in Manila. So I don't know
Oh,
if your
no.
family's still there. But thank you everyone for
Thank you, guys.
watching. If you just tuned in, and you wonder why we're all eating.
La Kai Cucina.
La Kai Cucina surprised us. Dana surprised us with some delicious treats. And we couldn't be more
Yeah,
happier.
fantastic. Delicious. Oh,
So-
I missed that comment. Chef de Cuisine said, Scott, I may be moving soon to Connecticut.
Oh,
That's cool. Well, good luck with the move.
yeah.
Chef de Cuisine, he's studying to become a professional chef.
Wow.
He's been a staple in the gaming streams for quite a while.
We love that.
Very
Chef
cool.
Zach, yeah, now he's studying and everything. Yeah.
So Dana, your concert you just announced. If you all missed it, she has a second concert coming up October 4th. I noticed all of your concerts are October, November, 4, 5-ish. Why do you pick the
4?
dates of your concert? Or how do
Why
you
do I
pick?
pick? How?
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason, isn't there?
Venue availability
I
mostly.
mean, availability, yeah. It was originally supposed to be, for the second one, in November again.
Mm-hmm.
But my ate in the Philippines announced her wedding on the same day as my concert. So we're like, okay, we should attend this wedding and like move the concert date. So that's what we did.
No, she should move her wedding. No, just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
I feel like
just
a
kidding.
wedding is more monumental.
And it's more expensive to move the date after you've booked it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So your concert, you're in the early planning phases.
Early dirly. We have song choices, just experimenting with those,
Yep.
Do you have a theme?
Theme, no theme, really early stuff. We don't know concert name even yet. There's no like,
I think it should be
title.
called Don Valley Dana.
and then the whole concert I'm in this outfit.
Exactly.
It starts like a hole opens in the stage.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I pop out.
Crawl out.
Have you seen like people who put trampolines underneath the stage and they
And then I
pop out?
Yeah. What's
It's
his
gonna be
face?
me.
Sai did that.
Ooh. And then we have like a spotlight on you to see if you see your
Yeah.
shadow or not.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And I'm looking around.
Yep. We got this. We figured it out.
We're brainstorming here.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, hanging from the ceiling?
That'd be.
I don't-
Katy Perry does that.
I don't
doesn't-
think the ceiling is high
Pink
enough.
does that.
Pink
too.
does that too, yeah. But we're gonna go the other way. They come from above.
You come
We
from
come
below.
from below.
Oh yeah.
You just
Actually,
we just need like a lot of soil.
yeah.
Fill the
Little
stage.
soil, little I don't
You
know.
gotta get
what do
more of the-
groundhogs eat?
I was gonna say wood, but that's a.
That's a beaver. And I don't know if they eat
Probably
wood.
vegetables, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what I see? I'm pretty sure I always see groundhogs next to the DVP coming north. No, but they're
Dana,
Yeah.
you can
That's
see
literally
Dana.
my cousins. Like, that's who you're talking to.
no, because there's this little patch of it's just grass in between the northbound and southbound lanes. There's this patch of grass, and sometimes when you're stuck in traffic, so you're not moving, you look over, and I'll literally see one just like,
That's me and my
Next
crew.
time you
There you
see
guys
one,
are.
just think of Dana.
there you go.
I think it should be Dana and the Dynamos.
But all the dynamos are just groundhogs that know how to play different instruments.
No, Scott, you're gonna get a onesie.
All right, we better get dressed.
Oh
up.
yeah.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Steve B says, Psy, Black Eyed Peas. I think MJ was first. BLT brought his machines. There you go. There you go.
Well, I'm excited for your concert and to see because the first one, like Scott mentioned, is on her YouTube channel. So make sure you check it
Yes.
out. It was very you.
Oh.
In the moment, like it was very like. You sing songs that I would not imagine someone your age to sing.
Why not?
Just because they're more like
Older. Yeah.
Mhm. Like I feel like a lot of kids your age are singing more like pop and
Yeah.
hip hop, or not hip hop, pop, to fit in with what is trending right now. But you go outside of the box and out
Thank you.
of that, and I love it.
Thank you. I feel like pop songs, they don't really fit my voice as well, you know, because I have like a deeper register. So it's hard for me like to sing those songs. Yeah.
How old were you when you started singing? Sorry, Scott.
Like literally when I could talk, I made up a song for my dad,
Oh,
and it was one word.
what was it?
It's daddy, 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 daddy. And it's like that over and over again.
Wow.
Are you gonna sing that at your concert?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You should duet it with your dad, and he'll be like, Dana.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask? I was going to ask something. I was going to say, oh yeah. First, I was going to say you should talk a little bit about the song that we opened today's show with.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That song, that was called Home.
Home. It's from The Wiz, and you know, it's about new beginnings, and I'm thinking, it's a new year. Well, a month ago, but still, Lunar New Year was recent.
Exactly.
So, you know,
So that's-
2025.
The Wiz, that's the Wizard of Oz musical. Is that what that is? Am I right? Am I wrong about that?
I'm not
Is that what the
sure.
Wiz is?
It was a great song.
Is it like a new song or like an old song?
Old song.
It's an old song. It
He
sounds-
only sings old songs, remember?
yeah. But anyway, it has a very
I like it.
very 70s feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It suits you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, then I was going to ask you in terms of music. Oh, Stevie says she was 2. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, you started singing. I was going to ask because you're also kind of a rock and roll fan. You like rock? You're a rock music fan?
Yes.
She's a
oh,
rock
my
star.
my dad also says yes. The Wizard of Oz remake by
Motown.
Motown.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
The
what it
Wiz.
was.
The Wiz. Yes. 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 Yes.
And Mika C is in the chat. So Dana.
Dana.
We saw Mika yesterday as well.
Mika.
Wait, why did we all say it like that? Dana.
She
That's
added.
how she greets me. That's how it is.
Yeah, and we could
What
see
about us?
it's all it's all capitalized, and she's got extra A's on the end. So right. See? There you go.
I feel bad for all of those who just had headphones in.
Headphone, yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just asking a little bit about
You're a
your
rock
tastes
star.
in
My
music.
tastes.
You're into rock.
Rock.
So what kind of music are you
Folk.
listening to? That you listen to these days?
Listening?
Yeah.
Singing.
Man,
both.
my Spotify Wrapped was like really crazy. My top artist was Elliott Smith.
Nice.
Yeah. David Bowie, you know.
David Bowie.
The Cranberries. I don't really know it from memory completely, but
That's awesome.
It's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
My Spotify Wrapped was all Mozart.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
How come you listen to?
On Spotify specifically, well, for starters, I don't have paid Spotify.
Me
I have
neither.
the
Me
free
neither.
Spotify. Okay. So my Spotify, I only really listen to Spotify in the gym. And sometime about a
You
year
work
ago.
out to Mozart?
Yeah. Somewhere about a year ago, I put on a Mozart playlist.
Okay.
And every time I go to the gym, I just
Tradition.
have that Mozart playlist. And that's all I listen to.
Why don't you, get like a different playlist? Why do you have to stick with that one?
Because it's
I
what
kind of
motivates him.
just like listening to Mozart. I just like it. Yeah.
As you're running,
Well, it's weird because one thing I've noticed though is
you run
like
faster based on the tempo.
Well,
Yeah, probably, right?
that's the thing. So before that, I was listening to like some really aggressive like power
Oh,
rock.
yeah.
I was listening to bands that was like, what were some of the bands I was listening to? Battle.
Metallica.
It wasn't Metallica. It was like they were like it was more nerdy. It was like
It's more nerd.
Battle Beast. I think there was another one called Beast in Black. They played
Lots
this like
of beasts.
yeah.
He wants to be a beast when he's in the
Oh, yeah.
gym.
But it's kind of music. It's like it's almost sounds like video game music.
Yeah.
In that it's like heavy guitars,
thought of,
but
like,
there's also
Super
like
Mario.
synths. There's also synthesizers. There's a lot of like.
It's- like training
Yeah.
to defeat Bowser.
Yes, exactly. It was like that, and I did used to like listen to that, and it would get me pumped up.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then I noticed like after a while of listening to it,
You're
it just becomes like even no matter how aggressive the music you're listening to is, eventually you get used to it.
Yeah, and it
So then-
feels the same.
Yeah, so it just becomes background music. And so what I found now is like the music doesn't affect my right. I listen to my Mozart and I'm just in my mode, and then I just
Oh,
get in
yeah.
there and I just get my reps.
Yeah.
When I walk, I listen to my Patrick Runway music.
No, that's
It is
like-
such
so
a
you
bad
strut-
thing to walk. Yeah.
You strut when you walk.
I'm like, it's such a bad thing to walk to. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Power.
Everybody line up.
Right?
The show is about to start. You're strutting.
RuPaul just playing in the
Yeah.
background. Oh my goodness.
And then also there's this other part that like So I was in like 0.0, was it 0.01 or might have been 0.1
Check your Instagram.
Of Mozart.
of Mozart listeners. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so now because of that, there's a part of me that like doesn't want my Spotify to have anything else but Mozart to see if I can get even higher.
So you could get 0.0001.
Yes.
Oh.
I forget. I honestly forget my percentage.
My top was all country. Which
Yeah?
is what surprised me was Luke Combs was my most listened to, but I didn't listen to I wouldn't search for Luke Combs. But everyone else that I searched for was there. It was interesting because the one before that, because I go to a lot of concerts. You can tell I went to these people's concerts because they were in my top.
Oh, makes sense. Mika says, I miss you guys already.
You got to
It's
say it
been
like Mika.
I miss you guys already. It's been forever.
Aw, thank you, Mika.
Hi, Mika.
Miss you too, Mika.
Is it still possible to see my Spotify Wrapped, or is it?
It's
gone?
on your Instagram. You shared it.
I screenshotted mine.
I thought I screenshotted it, but
Yeah,
I didn't.
but I'm able to like go back into my Instagram and like see like the specifics of it, or is it gone?
It's in your. You posted it.
But I didn't post that many details, did I?
I don't remember. I just saw it and I was like, Mozart. That makes sense.
I don't see your library.
Ooh, Kane Brown has new music.
I don't see how to actually see my Wrapped. Oh wait, my.
I don't think you can see it anymore on Spotify.
Well, what's that about?
What? Okay, wait.
Let's see.
I just know I was in like the top 0.1%.
Let's see.
Here's my Wrapped. I found mine.
How'd you find it?
Here's yours, Scott.
It's on my archive stories.
Oh, okay,
You
that's mine.
Yeah, you posted it on your own Insta.
I don't remember anything. Okay, what's your my so look, top artist, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, okay? Boom.
His name's Wolfgang.
Yeah, he's a badass, yeah. Top artist Mozart. So here's my top 5 artists. Cuz
He's embarrassed. He's laughing.
you know if you don't have the paid Spotify, your playlist has like you might search one artist, but they'll give you other artists. You know what I mean? That are kind of related.
like
Does
the
that ever happen to you?
albums. The albums.
Yeah.
So like when I'm listening to Mozart, it's not all Mozart, it's mostly Mozart. So
Yeah.
my top 5.
Inspired by Mozart.
Number 1, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, okay? Number 2, Antonio Vivaldi.
Okay.
Number 3, Johann Sebastian Bach. Number 4, Carl Philipp Emanuel, okay? Number 5, Robert Schumann.
Jeez
Wow.
Louise.
Top song, ready?
I'm ready.
String Quintet, number 3.
That is so funny.
Is this what you work out to, Scott?
Yeah, and the funniest thing about it
String
is like
Quartet
all
number
of these,
3.
all 5 of my top songs: String Quintet number 3, Piano Sonata number 16, Serenade number 13, Adagio in E major,
my
Serenade in B
gosh.
flat. I don't know what any of those songs are.
Yeah, but I bet if you played it, you'd be like, yeah, I know this tune, but you wouldn't know the name.
But like I can't remember like they didn't have titles back then. So like everybody's song was just like, "Oh yeah, this one is whatever number 4."
Yeah.
So like you never know, like just give me the title. Anyway,
My top artist is Elliott Smith, as I said.
nice.
Then again with the Smiths, number 2 is the Smiths.
Okay.
Number 3 is Sufjan Stevens. Number 4 is Fleetwood Mac. Number 5 is Radiohead. And I've listened 78K minutes.
Nice.
Wow.
Actually, my thousands wasn't that high because again, I only listen in the gym. Like it's like
Yeah.
99% of my listening on Spotify is the gym. Sometimes the car, but usually the car I just have the radio on.
Yeah, and you're not listening to Mozart
No, although
when you drive.
He does.
although
He does.
Well, no, in the car it's just the classical music station.
I know that
He's
one.
like
That's
an-
actually a good one.
He's like an AM listener, not an FM listener.
Well, it's FM, but it's 96.3 Toronto. Shout out. I find somewhere this is now we're into the second year where it's almost exclusively classical music I listen
Wow.
to. I find it's nice for driving though because it's like especially when you're in traffic and you're just like
I feel like I wouldn't expect that from you because, you sing rock,
yeah
you know?
yeah. I find it's just like a different vibe.
Yeah, and you mentioned like Oasis. Maybe that's why you couldn't name their recent album because you're too busy listening.
Yes,
to Mozart.
I'm too busy listening to Adagio number 3
Yeah.
in E minor. Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll throw on also the other classical music I like to listen to is like movie soundtracks. So like I have a whole playlist on my YouTube called Bangers, and it's all it's all classical music and movie soundtracks. So sometimes I'll throw on like The Dark Knight Rises,
Wow.
It's so good to drive to. You
How
feel
about-
like you're in an adventure.
Maybe that's why you were so angry yesterday in your dream.
I was listening to that. Now my $300 headphones are 300 pieces. That's probably what it is. Should we move to our final segment?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Someone's got to redeem herself.
Redemption.
Redeem.
Steve B says, I like hair metal or Iron Maiden for the gym. You know what? Yeah, that's a good call too. I used to listen to the Scorpions a lot when I was in the gym.
You should listen to a pageant playlist, Scott.
Everybody line.
But I get really
I feel like that's what you should do.
really fierce.
Yeah.
I get fierce in the
Fierce
gym.
songs.
Yeah.
Pose.
And then you're also going to be doing this while you curl.
He listens to Vogue while he.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I'll try that out. I'll
There
try
you
it out.
go.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, introducing this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Nice.
That actually worked.
We added a couple extra monkeys in there.
She did. She's not only a groundhog, but a monkey as
It's
well.
half, you
Yeah.
know.
So,
Dana, do you know this game? I don't think Dana needs a demo.
I don't need the demo. I think we'll
Have
probably
fun for
just
the
jump right into
new
it.
watchers.
It's okay.
Well, we'll explain it quickly. 1 minute on the timer. Pick up as many monkeys as you can get on here. And
Don't fail.
don't fail.
Don't drop a monkey.
I'm going to be so sad. Can I stand up for this or something?
Yeah, whatever
of
feels
course.
comfortable. So here's our gaming area.
Okay.
Place this here. All right. So before we do it,
How are you feeling, Dana?
We will, we're not going to
I don't know if
sugarcoat
I'm
it.
prepared for this.
We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Dana.
Just
We've-
say that I'm bad.
We've had some struggles
Okay.
with this particular game.
This particular activity.
So how are you feeling going into this one here?
I feel like nothing's going to change. I haven't practiced at all. I don't own this game at home.
I feel like this should be the theme of your debut.
Yeah, just until I get 18 monkeys, we're staying here the whole night.
All right.
Like,
All
Well,
right, Dana.
1 minute on the timer.
oh gosh.
Get comfy.
Here we go. All right, yeah, she's going to stand. You can
No,
stand.
do whatever
whatever's
you
comfortable.
want. Do whatever. We've had people stand. It works.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be here.
All right, here we go.
Maybe you'll have the luck
Oh, you
of
can't be
the
touching it
groundhog.
yet. Can't be touching it yet.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. 3,
2.
2. One.
Yes?
Oh, wait, no, I have to say go.
Okay, well.
God, that's so mean.
3, 2, 1. Go.
She's already anxious. And you just like, okay, we're off to a good start. Yes.
Take your
Got it,
time. You got
it,
this.
girl.
Don't panic.
Yes. You
Just
still got
nice and
50
easy.
seconds.
Look at that. Ooh,
walked
okay,
in.
there you go. There you go. My
Okay.
gosh.
All you gotta do is just keep it at the.
You know what? This is pretty good.
This is good. It's because she ate this time. Oh wait, she ate rice this time.
The pour has been fortuitous. She's got to find a way in there.
You got this, girl. You got this.
25 seconds remaining.
If you want to stand, you're more than
We lost
welcome
one, but you
to.
can get it back. That's it. 20 seconds.
Ooh,
Maybe I'll just stay like this.
you do what you feel best.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're at 6 right now. 10 seconds.
Loki, this is my favorite.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Remember when you
Oh yeah.
Lauren and I lost?
Fair enough.
Your dad said
Time.
don't give up.
Time.
All
We've
right,
got,
you got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monkeys. I believe that is a new personal best.
I think so too.
I believe it is. Let's check the monkey standings.
Oh my God, what am I watching on Facebook or Instagram right now?
I don't know.
Filipino security knocks out shoplifter in Toronto.
Oh,
Okay, Dollarama.
that's how
Anyways,
that happens. All right, let's go to the monkey standings, shall we?
way to go, Dana.
Monkey standings. Here, let me pull it up here so we can see it.
V Brown says, "Hi Dana, have to use my mom's account. Can't sign into mine. It's Ken's. Miss ya. Go girl with
Hi.
a monkey."
Hi,
Nice.
Kenzie. Thanks for watching.
Where is the monkey standing? So we can see it?
Steve B says, I keep meaning to buy this game to practice.
'Cause another reminder-
Never do.
Although, Steve B, you should know there is a new version of Barrel of Monkeys, and it is quite
Well,
harder. Actually,
well,
maybe
we don't-
Dana will be able to get it.
What we don't know though, if this new version is the only new, like maybe there's just multiple versions out there because we don't know if they might still make this version too.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Sure,
Okay.
Get Dana to try the other one while you
You can take a
update
look at it.
the.
Okay, so looking at the scores, Dana, your previous score was 4 monkeys.
It's a little bit
You
sad.
were previously tied with Margaret Williams and Jessica Lazaro, and AJ Manuel as well. Actually, there's a lot of people who got 4. Courtney James got 4. Michael Chan got 4. Well, guess what, Dana?
Isn't that much?
Guess
harder?
what?
You're leaving all of these losers behind
Oh yeah, in the dust.
in the dust. So, so let's you're moving on up to the 6 monkeys.
Isn't that harder, Dana?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it is.
With 6 monkeys, Dana, you are now sitting up there with people from the Concalma podcast,
That's what I like to hear.
Jacqueline Sadler,
This is the winner's
Jarius Monzon, Catherine Tiongson, Amber Rinker, Cindy with an S, Deja, Lisa Grace, Timothy Ng, Nina Kiri, Garson Carroll. All right,
Yup.
that's the category we call the winners category.
Yup.
No.
Not those other people.
Not those other people who are down below.
Yeah, 2 monkeys lower. Blah, blah.
Dana, is that the best that you've done so far on our
Yes,
show?
sir.
That was indeed a personal best, and it's also now the lowest score
You can
ever
ever
have. So even if you score lower in the future, 6 is where you sit.
That's what I like to hear, guys.
That's right.
I
So-
think I got like 3 one time.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though. We're in the 6 now.
Shucks.
We're in the 6
She
category.
works her
I'm a
way up.
changed woman. I'm a changed groundhog.
She's
Exactly.
it's a costume.
New year.
Lucky costume.
You know what it is? I think because you're super cozy and comfy on
Yeah.
on today's episode, and you're full because you ate a full meal.
Yeah, I'm at like a peace of mind right now. Everything is going great, so I'm like, yes, I can do this. And then
Exactly, and she
New
what do
did
you
year.
it.
know?
New year, new species. New you. Yeah.
Not a new species.
What do you mean? She's a groundhog now.
Not a new
Groundhog.
species.
That concludes this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
That's her vocal warm up. Anywho's,
Just loosening my vocal cords.
You know,
Loosening my vocal
as you do.
he's gonna do that for the rest of our Sunday shows now.
This is how we're going to speak. You can talk like that. Hello, my name is Dana.
Nice to meet you. Your turn, Regine.
No thanks.
So, I guess we're probably pretty much at the end of the show. Did you have fun?
Yes, sirree.
Love it, love it. We
Us
love
too.
having you on the show, Dana.
Yeah.
I
Not
love
just
to
because
be
you feed
here.
us.
Aw, glad to know your love is unconditional.
It
right.
is.
Should we? This guy was a gift from you. We should give him a name, though, shouldn't we? Is it a he or a she, though? What do you think?
He.
He, right?
So it's
We live in a modern world.
yeah.
Boys can be pink.
I agree.
110%.
So what is his name?
I thought we went with DVP Dana.
Are we gonna name him DVP Dana?
MVP Dana.
Oh,
MVP Dana. Is that the name? MVP Dana?
It's up to you guys. But we
It's
can't
your
name it
axolotl.
We can't name it DVP Dana because we already have a Don Valley Dana.
Yeah, I'm right
That's true,
here,
that's you,
You know,
yeah,
there
okay.
can't be 2 of us. It's gonna get too.
but that just means
confusing.
you'll be on our show every week.
in memory.
No, you're not dead.
I'm like no, like even when I'm away,
Well, okay.
not
Look,
present in the room.
all right, here. Look at his face.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And what name do you see, Dana?
You're thinking of me?
Yeah.
Looks like a squishy.
Is that what you're thinking when you look at him? Squishable.
Squishy.
Oh,
Looks like candy. Watch the
What
barrel.
name is coming to your
I'm
mind?
getting like lots of baby boy names.
Okay,
Steve
yeah.
B says Theodore.
Theodore. I'm thinking something with a T too. Like
Okay.
Tiny Tom Donuts.
like T or S.
All right.
Steve.
ST, both of them. Go in.
Steve.
Hey, bubblegum.
Okay, so what's the name? Have you picked one?
Pepto.
Why am I the decision?
Because you gave it
Because
to
they gave
him.
it to us. Yeah. No,
But
look,
it's
look
now
at
in your possession.
right here. Look, just stare into his eyes and then say a name. Go.
Pepto.
Simon.
You know what?
Simon.
That's nice. Simon.
The hedgehog. I mean, not hedgehog.
Simon.
Close. Very close.
Simon the axolotl. That's a nice name. Maybe I'll make him a name tag.
Maybe I should have just left the teddy bear here then too.
Simon, and that.
Yep.
What would that teddy bear be named?
You tell me.
We'll have to figure that out
Oh,
next time.
shucks.
You have to come back and then we'll we'll name. I'll bring him and then
Simon. All right. Dana.
That is me.
Where can people find you on social media and all that business?
Alrighty.
on the DVP in
Yeah.
the middle
You
of
can
the.
find me in between the
Yeah.
northbound and southbound
On
lanes.
the grass. Munching at whatever crumbs I can find.
Yep.
No, I am Dana.Beddoe on Instagram. And on Facebook, I believe it's DanaBed.25. On YouTube, you can find me under Dana Beddoe. But if you want my account name, it is Dana Artsy.
Ooh, Dana is artsy, so it works.
There you go.
And that is all.
Love
Links will be, most of them are, I think Instagram's down there now, but we'll add the others afterwards. But yeah.
Let's show the poster one more time.
Yes,
for,
if you would like to see Dana perform
In
in a
Legally
musical,
Blonde.
Legally Blonde, as
Boom.
as what was the name again?
Serena.
Serena.
Hey, maybe that's where the us came from.
Legally Blonde, the musical, Friday, December 21st.
February.
Oh, yes. Friday. Yeah, you'll miss it if you go in December. Friday, February 21st, 7:30 p.m. and Saturday, February 22nd at 1 p.m. DM or visit Broadway NYT on Instagram for tickets.
Woo!
Get those tickets.
And of course, save the date, October 4th,
Yes.
Yes,
Cineflix. Theater.
Netflix Media.
For the rise, the return.
The Return of Dana Beddoe.
Yeah.
2.0.
Rising. Rising like a groundhog from
The dirt.
DVP.
That's right, from the DVP. Regine, where can people find you?
You all can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at It's Regine Alaina. You can also find me on YouTube for the Pageant Sit Down, but we have not gone on air in a minute. But if you want to watch past interviews, you're more than welcome to
They're all
watch.
there.
Yep.
They're all there.
Scott's interview is there, and a bunch of amazing pageant queens are there as well.
Yeah.
If you're looking for pageant coaching, the pageant season is in full swing. You can find me on Instagram at pageantcoaching.reginealaina. The link in my bio there has my availability, so book in your slots if you are interested.
Yeah.
Scott,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
You can find me right here. We're watching this very video, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. That's the best place. That's where you get the sit down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina. It's where you get the music, song covers, more coming. I've got so many videos I have to edit,
You do.
but there's stuff coming. It's like there's a what's the right word? What's the right metaphor? It's like there's a giant tank full of videos, and there's this little faucet that it all has to go through, and that little faucet is me
You.
editing the videos. And once I edit it, I feel like there'll just be a floodgate of videos that's going to spill out all over the place. It's not a perfect metaphor, but it's anyways
Close.
more coming. But on there now, there's still like a lot. There's gaming content, there's music, there's vlogs, there's lots of stuff. It's just a fun channel. It's the best channel on the internet. Actually, it's the only thing you need to watch.
Don't look that up, though.
That's right.
For proof.
Correct.
Don't fact check him.
You can also find me on Instagram, where I post photos and little video clips and stuff at Scott Dion Brown. Find me on X, where I almost never post, but I'm there if you're there, Scott Dion Brown. TikTok at Scott Dion Brown Official. I'm there even less, but hey, why not? Follow the show, The Sit Down with SDB on TikTok, The Sit Down with SDB on Insta, Sit Down Scott on X, and The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown on Facebook. You can also find us on Spotify. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts and other podcast platforms. So thank you for tuning in there if you're doing that.
Dana, this is your 8th time on our show.
Really?
Yeah, I was quickly going through it. I was like, I need to see how many times this girl's been on.
Are you counting, like, group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Well,
how
wait.
about solo?
Solo, I think this is your third.
Third, yeah.
But would that make her
As of this year, yes, she is the most.
the most guested?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm honored.
Because we gave Michael Chan a certificate
On the
last year
6th, yeah.
for the most guest appearances.
But I think you're up there now.
We've passed him now.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it up. You might have a certificate
Hey.
coming your way.
We'll put a groundhog on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put a little groundhog sticker for
Good idea.
me.
There you go.
Representation.
I just had to check because I was like, I need to know how many times you've been on our show
So 8, eh? Wow.
from what I counted so far. Could be
This
more.
could be more. It'd be funny if we
900.
it'd be funny if we literally miscounted and
And she was actually the most
already in the lead
guested,
and we
yeah.
didn't know.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, there it is.
Well, she'll definitely be on again before her concert.
Yeah, at least once, probably more.
I feel like she'll hit 10 this year.
Oh yeah.
It's only February. I feel like she'll hit 10.
Nice.
Maybe we'll just have her on our 7th
Maybe
year
already
episode.
am on 10.
Maybe.
Who knows? We'll go back and count. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here, Dana.
Yes,
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Thank you again for joining us. I know we were all up late last night. Thank
were.
you again for the scrumptious food.
Delicious.
Of course.
Love being surprised. And shout outs to Ariel from La Cucina for
Yep.
making it happen.
Yep.
Hand delivering it and everything.
You did.
True.
Delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
And everybody, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow these people, follow that person on social media. Okay, not in real life.
Again, if you need to find her, she's on the DVP.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, digging a hole.
And thank you to all of you who tuned in from all over the world.
Yes.
We appreciate your time. And I hope those in Asia get some sleep soon because it's late.
That's right. All right, everybody. The way we'll end the show, Dana, grab the mug there. You grab your mug. You can cheers at the audience. Send the mug at the camera. But we'll say goodbye first. Goodbye, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you all next time. Dana, say your goodbyes. Take it away.
Ciao, hip hip, as Rosanna Shaw said.
Hip, hip.